Welcome to Cosplayland, I am Alice and today I bring you a short video where I show you how to cut straight bangs on a wig. I will be using a short wig that I had in my stash. Nothing fancy, it isn't even the right style, but we are gonna make it work. Most wigs come with long bangs like this and you will always need to do some kind of adjustment to them. The straight cut is perhaps one of the easiest to master, but it is also very easy to see any mistakes, so you need to be very accurate. Here's what I do to cut straight bangs on a wig. You want to start with a tangle-free wig. To do this, use a wide tooth comb to get rid of any knots, making sure you are letting the hair flow in the direction it wants to go. Take your time and work from the bottom up until you get a pretty soft surface. If you are doing any major styling to your wig, or if it looks a bit wavy from being inside the bag, it is a good idea to do the styling now. You can do this by simply applying heat with your hair dryer, but it will depend on the style you are actually going for. You can use tools like round hair brushes to help you out. Before we start cutting, we need to figure out which part belongs to the bangs. Using my comb and hair clips, I am going to divide my wig into sections to make sure I am not cutting more than I need. The hair for the bangs on wigs is usually shorter than the rest, so it is easy to figure it out. However, if I were to cut all this hair, it would probably be too much for my fringe, so we need to divide it further. A good trick to know where to part it is to follow an imaginary line from the top of your wig to about the middle of your eye. Keep parting your wig until you have about 5 sections or as many as you need for your style. Here comes the scary part, the first cut. You want to make sure your wig is in the right position, with the cap of your wig where your forehead starts. I have marked mine on my styrofoam head. I want my bangs to cover my eyebrows, but I will be cutting them longer to about where my nose is. This cut will not be perfect. I just want my hair to be a bit shorter so it's easier to work with it. Use very sharp scissors to make this cut. As you can see, at this point the bangs are quite uneven and a bit flat, but we are going to fix it. This next step is optional, but I kind of regret it whenever I don't do it. In order to give your hair a bit of volume and to prevent it from sticking into your eyes, we are going to slightly tease the roots underneath. First, you will need to apply some heat with the hair dryer. You can use some strong hairspray so the style actually sticks. Then, using a teasing brush, start brushing the hair towards the roots. It will look a bit messy, but that's totally fine. We are gonna fix it later. Now that your hair has some volume, we can get it back into its right position. You just need to comb it forwards. However, notice I am only combing the top layer and keeping the teased section underneath untouched. How much volume you achieve from the previous step will depend on the quality of your wig, the strength of your hairspray, and how much you teased it. My wig is bad, the strength of my hairspray was bad, and I didn't tease it a lot, but it still worked. I only need to refine the length of the bangs now, and the right way to do it is to get small sections at a time. Place them between your fingers and start cutting them with your scissors pointing upwards. This will create a more natural and uneven look. You can start shortening the wig like this little by little. Use the previous section as a guide to get it all straight. If you are not satisfied with the look, you can just repeat the previous steps as many times as you need. Apply heat, use hairspray, tease your hair, comb it and cut it again until you are happy with how it looks. It can take some time, but you will eventually get there. At this point, your wig should be looking quite good, but if you want to spend a bit of extra time perfecting the shape, you can use your round brush and some heat or even rollers to try and get the ends of your hair pointing inwards. Once again, if your wig is bad quality or really stiff, you may struggle with this. Comb your hair one last time and cut any rogue hairs that are out of position, and your bangs should be done. Of course, we could leave the tutorial here, but more often than not, your characters may have some side bangs. This is the hair that's shorter on the sides and frames your face. I am not going into detail on how to style side bangs, as they will be different for each character, but I'm going to show you how I style mine. For a layer look, you can slide your scissors down your sides so the hair at the top is a bit shorter than at the bottom. This will give them a pointy look. But be careful while using this technique, as it is easy to cut too much too quickly. Notice I'm not even closing my scissors. I also gave the final styling touches to the rest of the wig. I put a couple of hairpins on the sides of the wig to make it look as if I had my hair behind my ears. And I finish it all with a good dose of hairspray. Overall, I'm quite happy with how this wig turned out. I'm still not a wig styling expert, but I think I am getting better. It just takes practice. If you found my tutorial useful, click the like button and leave me a comment with what you would like to see next. And don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos in the future. I will be working on my Shizuku cosplay next, so hopefully I will be seeing you in the next adventure. Bye!